Bienvenidos. Welcome to another episode of my Stairwell Teatro. It has been several weeks since I recorded an episode because we have been faced with very challenging situations in Northern California, in fact, in the whole West Coast, with terrible wildfires along with smoke and ash. Today I want to speak about another kind of natural disaster, hurricanes. In early August, when Hurricane Isaias was heading towards the Atlantic seaboard, a friend sent me a news story about the pronunciation of the hurricane's name. I had heard numerous pronunciations by newscasters. It reminded me that 3 years ago, when Hurricane Irma landed in the United States, I had friends calling me, telling me that they were quite upset that my name was being mispronounced. I said, Hurricane Irma is an angry white woman, and that is her name, Irma, not Irma. Well, it turns out that in fact, that was the correct phonetic pronunciation of that hurricane according to the official documents, and I was able to obtain a list thanks to the National Hurricane Center. In fact, that summer, 2017, there were several really large hurricanes, Harvey, Irma, and Maria. Since I used the name Maria as my Starbucks name, I was able to incorporate material about the hurricane into my one-woman shows. The word huracán, which hurricane comes from, was first recorded in the early 1500s in writings of Spanish explorers. The word huracán is from a Taíno word, and the Taínos were the native people of the Caribbean islands. When a hurricane is very destructive in terms of a loss of life or property damage, that hurricane name is retired and a new name substituted in its place. So there will never be another Hurricane Katrina, there will never be another Hurricane Sandy, nor will there be another Hurricane Irma or Maria. The names of Irma and Maria have been substituted with Idalia and Margot. When a hurricane hit the island of Puerto Rico on September 13 in 1876, that was the day of San Felipe. So it became Hurricane San Felipe. Many years later, in 1928, another big hurricane hit Puerto Rico on the very same day, so that became Hurricane San Felipe II. Hurricanes have been through a series of name variations. For a time, they were named after the phonetic alphabet, but that didn't catch on. Attempts were also made to name hurricanes based on the coordinates, the latitude and longitude where they were traveling through, but that became too confusing. So they then began naming hurricanes using the convention that had been popular with World War II Navy meteorologists who named hurricanes after their girlfriends and wives. And thus the tradition started of naming hurricanes after women. And that remained the case for many, many years. Attempts to change that were made particularly by the National Organization of Women and a feminist in Florida named Roxy Bolton, who pushed to change the names of hurricanes and include men's names along with those of women. Roxy proposed that the name hurricane be changed to himicane. How do they select those names? Well, in order to reflect the region of the Atlantic, the powers that be decided that the names should be first names of men and women that are common and in use in the Spanish, English, and French languages, since historically it is people from these backgrounds that have lived in the areas of the Atlantic seaboard. Last week, there were 5 active hurricanes in the Atlantic, and this will likely prove to be a record-breaking year where there will be more hurricanes than in previous years. Already, we are starting to see the forming of Hurricane Wilfred, which is the last letter of the hurricanes assigned for this year. And after that, hurricanes will be named after the Greek alphabet. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends, and I look forward to seeing you at future episodes of my Stairwell Teatro.